My name's Guy Kesteven. I've been a pro bike tester for 20 years. I'm in Glentress on a beautiful morning. We rode 3 trail centres in Wales and Lake District in England yesterday. We're riding some more in Scotland and England today. And the bike I'm riding is the best shaped trail bike in the world. It's the Whyte T-130C RS. That means carbon mainframe, alloy rear end. That means the fantastic SRAM X01 Eagle. It means Guide RS brakes. Guide RS means you get the swing link leverage change cam in the RockShox trusty pike. Here just in the RC format, but to be honest, that's all you need unless you're really into fettling your suspension. But that Charger damper is just so good that, I mean, I put 60k into it from the middle of the night at Cody Brennan to flat open round Windlatter, and I never had a bad moment with it. There was never a moment when, oh, I could just have done with a little more mid-range support there, or, you know, oh, high-speed spike, how wrist endangering. It's just a fork that begs to be ridden, and it's the perfect fork for this bike. Reverb post, with the obligatory reverb action shot, RockShox Monarch rear shock, relatively firm compression tune on there, and the large volume Debonair air can to just give that supple top off the stroke. Little kicker linkage there. Main pivot hidden behind the cable there. It's a classic 4-bar bike. Tyre combo is excellent. Maxxis High Roller 2 up front in a triple compound, and they've stuck it on the Raceface Arc 30 rims, so it's a really good broad tyre profile. It's getting towards plus in terms of the way it rolls and the way it grips. Nice work, Whyte. They've always done a marvellous job specking complete bikes, to be honest, so I'm not surprised. On the back, Maxxis Crossmat 2, fast rolling, grippy, brilliant back tyre. Whyte were one of the first people to use a single chainring specific design for trail bikes. So they've got that lovely wide pivot in there for extra stiffness. Those pivots are lifetime warranted, so if you do wear them out, just wang them back in an envelope and they'll send you some fresh ones. Room for a bottle cage and external bottom bracket, because press fit falls apart, shakes and generally makes your knife a tearful nightmare. Talking of tearful nightmares, that's a SRAM 1400 alloy crank on here, even though it's Eagle, and that means you're not going to burst into tears as soon as you tap out your crank end on a rock, because this is a low bottom bracket. Boost chain set to give you even more room behind that single ring chainstay, and unsurprisingly, boost back end to match it. All very up to date. But where this bike really shines is in the riding. So let's go and do that. The Whyte T-130C RS. Just a fantastic way to attack any trail as hard as you can. And that short 420mm chainstay whips the back end round. So even though it's a super stable bike, hairpins aren't a problem. And they've done a great job with the suspension. So it's efficient, but it's still got that forgiveness there if you need to punch up something a little rougher. And if you find yourself stuck in a queue, it's got that punch and acceleration that means it's not a problem. Because it's a Whyte, whatever weather you're riding in, it's fully sealed. Sealed cartridge bearings, lifetime warranty on them, sealed seat post junction. So the weather ain't going to stop you. And if you get the works, Whyte will even put you some pretty sweet carbon wheels on. And the fantastic thing about the Whyte is while it's tight, efficient and responsive on the climbs, it's when you get to the fun bits that, by God, it's just awesome. And there's not many more fun bits than Spooky Wood at Glentress. Yes! Oh, they've got the geometry so right on this. Doesn't have to be crazy slack, because then you lose that agility, that turning, that lets you just throw it round, get the tyres over, and that 467mm reach means the front wheel is way out in front, so you can just take the really aggressive lines through the berms. And the big 27.5-inch wheels, rims, kind of fill the gap between 27.5 responsiveness and 29 a roll. 130mm of travel. It's just a great sweet spot between cross-country responsiveness
and bigger hit survival. As you go faster, harder, catch the boys in front, and that's what this bike's all about. That's a 160mm bike and a 29er ahead. That's how good this 130 is. The roll of that 29er, you have to travel at 160, but just the shape of this thing, that's what makes it. The gap closing, grin spreading, just champion that it is. The high line into the berm, it's the straight line hop, it's everything that's great about mountain biking. All in one punchy, have a go hero of a bike. I just can't get enough of the bugger. I mean, I've done 100k on this over the past 2 days, and it's just not put a foot wrong. Single track, flat out rocky, some long old climbs. It's just been a great bike to spend 2 awesome days on. I've tested literally thousands of bikes, road, tri, aero, mountain, of all sizes and types since I started doing this in 1997, and there's very few truly memorable bikes where they've got everything right. Bars, stem, tyres, suspension tune. I haven't even touched the shock and fork on this, just a sag setup and then tyre pressure, and then just ripping it for 100k, literally night and day. Boom, just so much fun. And when it goes back, I'm really going to miss it. And that's kind of the best thing you can say about any bike.